Music great Reba McEntire joined a prestigious group of artists who were celebrated for contributions to American culture at the recent Kennedy Center Honors. She's the only female country artist to have #1 single in each of the past 4 decades. She has 3 Grammys and dozens of other major awards, and we met up with Reba in Nashville, where she recorded her first album decades ago and now manages her global brand. How many platinum records?
Well, quite a few.
Yeah. Very, very lucky.
Thank you very much to the Academy.
To see how Reba McEntire became a queen of country music, you need to go back to Chalky, Oklahoma, and the lessons learned on her family's ranch. You're a real-life cowgirl.
Yeah, I loved it. I really did enjoy it. When we were little, we were working. Daddy would come in the house and say, I need a driver, while he was putting out hay to the cattle. He said, just stay off the rocks and don't hit a tree.
By her teens, she was competing in the rodeo.
I wasn't good at running barrels in the rodeo, but I had fun. But my gift from God was singing. And Daddy would say, get back in there and practice your singing. I was like, how do you practice singing? I just would sing. Ooh, happy day. It just came out naturally. Ooh, happy day.
Talk about your dad as a 3-time world champion steer roper. What was that like?
I asked him one time, I said, what was the most fun? Winning that trophy buckle and winning the championship, or the getting there? He said, oh, the getting there. And that's a lot like me. I would just live from award show to award show. I just loved it. I loved the competition.
I guess I never thought of you as that competitive, but you're competitive.
Very, but in a fun way.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I'll cheer for the winner, but I want to win.
And the winner is Reba McEntire. Reba McEntire.
Reba! And Reba's 120. 16 ACMs, 6 CMAs, and 3 Grammys, including one this year for her very first gospel album. Everybody's faith is different, as you know, but your faith is, how would you describe it?
Special. You know, some religions are, you got to pray 3 times a day. Oh, I knocked that out before I get out of bed.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And what are you praying about?
Oh, thanking for a good night's sleep and a good bed. I love this pillow. Thank you for this house you let me live in. Oh my gosh, I love it. I don't preach. I try to live by example. I'm not perfect. I'm a little renegade a lot of times. I love to have a drink of whiskey. But I'm a good person, and I try never to hurt anybody's feelings.
About that renegade, let's talk about the red dress. How did the red dress become such a big deal?
Well, Sandy Speaker made it for me, and she had knitting right here on my chest, and I looked down and I said, whoa, that's pretty bare. And she said, oh, I'm going to fill it all in with sequins and stuff. Finished singing the song. Daddy looks at me and said, Reba, did you have that dress on backwards? And I'm like, why? And Mama said, it was low. It's the lowest thing I've ever seen you wear.
I'm okay to tell you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The dress became a staple at Reba's live shows, wearing it often enough to wear it out. So how many times have you worn this dress?
Oh, what? Couple of years on concert?
Like 100 times?
Oh, yeah.
She put it on again earlier this year for the Academy of Country Music Awards. 25 years later, and her didn't need to be altered at all. Nobody else is the same size 25 years later, Reba.
Well, as I told everybody, it's stretchy material.
Her indelible sense of humor that has endeared Reba to fans for 4 decades. The empathy she reveals through her music is another. Do you think your songs were really an anthem for many women in some way?
Oh, without a doubt. There's just so many songs that people go, oh my gosh, that's my song. I'm a survivor.
Are you a survivor?
Absolutely.
In what way?
Oh, lots of ways. I've been married twice, divorced twice. I've gone through tragedy in my life, losing my band in '91, my tour manager. Yes, I'm a survivor.
10 people in all died in this crash, most of them members of country singer Reba McEntire's band.
Talk about 1991 when you lost your band.
It was rough. It was awful. It was horrible. By far the hardest thing I've ever had to go through in my life. My family rallied, my friends, fans.
But it had to be hard to get back in the studio and back on stage.
Horrible. Horrible. The album, For My Broken Heart, saddest album I ever had. The guys would come in and say, Reba, are we going to have any happy songs on this album? I said, nope, not this one.
For My Broken Heart was a critical success.
This is for my 8 buddies.
And it's been called the best album of her career. A career that expanded to roles in movies.
Oh, you can't get a man with a gun.
On Broadway. And a hit television show bearing her name.
It's my hair. The only thing different is you're underneath it. I'm not gonna cry. You're gonna cry.
At the recent Kennedy Center honors,
Thanks to one of the best friends we could ever dream of having.
emotional tributes came in succession
Thank you so much for comforting me on the phone through my tears.
from fellow artists and extended family.
Like a friend. And thank you for being a really rad grandma for my kid.
What is at the heart of the longevity of your career and your success?
I think the longevity is because I love it. I'm curious. What more can we do? Now, help. I got lots of help. I've got crew members that have been with me since the middle 80s. I mean, I love my team.
It's family.
Mm-hmm. They're my family.
I can kind of see the tears in your eyes.
They choked me up how loyal they are. And I hope they know I'm loyal to them too.
You know, I know just about every word to every Reba McEntire song.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up admiring, loving her, and meeting her in person. She has got to be one of the nicest people I've ever met.
She didn't disappoint.
No.
Clearly.
And she says to be successful, you have to have a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. All right, you can watch the tribute to Reba McEntire and all the artists honored by the Kennedy Center on Wednesday, December 26th. We'll be right back. It was a great memory.